Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. The New York Jets taking on the Houston Texans.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it should be a great one, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the New York Jets. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even...
Man in motion left. That's Collins. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Stroud. Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Clark. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. In motion right, that's Wilson. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On the delay, it's Bush. And able to work his way down to the 16. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Clark got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
It's 1st and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. Looking to throw. Clark. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Garrett Wilson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Jermaine Johnson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Pierce gets this one running right. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Stroud on 3rd down now. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. But just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They run up the middle with Bush. A little juke. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Clark, off play action. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to have... They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Stroud swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Jets set to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. On the run, it's Bush. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
On 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Clark. He finds Wilson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Desmond King to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now out comes Houston. And one thing we haven't pointed out yet, probably should, you got a dome team on the road, January, cold weather. How tough is that, or is that something that really shouldn't come into play?
Well, it shouldn't come into play, but let's face it, if you've been a dome team all year and used to a controlled environment, you need to get yourself outside a little bit for practice during the week, and that's what most of these teams do, because just because they play in a dome doesn't mean they don't have bad weather outside to work in, so they can do that, get their guys acclimated, and then that way, it takes it all the way when you get to game day in a foreign place. End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Man in motion left. That's Collins. 1st and 10. It's Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Clark. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Clark. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. 2nd year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his 1st year as a starter, but this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Looking to throw. Clark. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now Clark to throw. Throwing on 1st down. And he's got his big tight end here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Clark now on 1st and 10. And a completion to Wilson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete right side to Lazard. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Jets continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
That 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And Stroud now to throw.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Jermaine Johnson.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Set to punt. Here's Cameron Johnston. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And New York set to take the field.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Clark. Throw left side complete. That's Bush. They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Here's Clark on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. 30 yards.
And the Jets are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Houston set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Stroud now on 2nd down. That's underneath to Pierce.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Now a 2nd and 6. Stroud to throw it.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Stroud out of the gun here.
That's complete. It's Collins. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2nd down and a yard. Here's Stroud.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to have a 1st down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10. The throwing again is Stroud.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Quentin Williams breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, 1 half remains in the battle to see who will take home the Lamar Hunt Trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the NFC Championship game held earlier today. NFC Atlanta Falcons are heading back to the Super Bowl as
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, tight down. There you go. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
They'll hand it off to Bush. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Clark, he finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Stroud looking to throw. Working across midfield inside the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Stroud. Gets the dump off to Pierce. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Stroud. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quentin Williams able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Now Clark throwing on 1st down.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it with Bush.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Looking to throw. Clark.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Clark on 1st and 10.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 5.
Off play action. Clark. He finds his man. Complete. That's Bush. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Lazard will go in motion right.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun, Clark.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Zerline now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Over the middle here to Brown.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
A give left side, Bush. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the 2nd half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Clark. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. Hey, check back 6.
1st and goal, Bush. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Jets are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it is 42-0. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Running the slant, that's Robert Woods. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Stroud delivers another one to Pierce. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here goes Stroud again. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2nd and 10. Stroud to throw yet again here. He finds his man. Complete. It's back. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Stroud working out of the gun. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. But once again, here comes Garrett Wilson in the Jets offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Bush. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Clark He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. A give. This is Bush. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 75 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They give to Bush going right. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.